Welcome to Kettlebell Training, RKC certified trainer David Hills.
Coach Kendra McLaughlin.
Ouch. It's going to be one of those days.
Good morning. Just putting your heads together.
Oh my gosh. Well, at least we have some good laughs this morning. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's been one of those mornings. Okay, here we are. Welcome, everybody. You just gotta kind of, when things like this happen, you just kind of laugh it off and move on. But I hope everybody's having a great morning. And my post this morning was about early morning, getting up and really adjusting your mindset, maybe doing a little bit of a workout, getting a plan for the day, and really assessing your day. And that's the secret. That is the secret to a successful day and keeping your mindset in the right direction during your day. For me, early morning is the best time. I get up, I'm the first one up, and I'm out here maybe half hour by myself. And it's really needed to kind of wake up and read some good information in terms of a mindset, getting your mindset together, and then we get up and we work out and get our bodies moving. So let me know if you're watching, you're probably a morning person, but maybe not, because sometimes night people have to get up early. It's tough for them. But let me know if you're more of a morning person or an evening person or a night person. I'm definitely a morning person. We were in bed at 8:30 last night. So usually now here's the thing. We're going to a fight. We're going to go watch a fight on Saturday night.
The McGregor fight, yeah.
It doesn't start till 10 o'clock at night. So I told David we could take a nap at like 5 or 6.
Perfect.
And then head over to our friend's house. But so that'll be interesting in terms of staying up late. We never stay up that late. I don't think I've stayed up. New Year's Eve.
Morning Cord.
New Year's Eve we were home before midnight. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to the Kettlebell Training. So I guess we can get started on a warm up.
It's time. All right. Get your kettlebell. Well, you don't need your kettlebell yet. We're gonna
I'm gonna
ready.
And all right.
All right, hold on. Good morning, Tim. All right. Let's do this. You better be moving, Tim. I don't know.
Oh.
I know he joins us every morning.
Oh, good. He's probably coffee in hand.
You might probably just here to heckle us. All right, here we go. And
now I've had some stress in my neck lately, and I think it's from the way I sit. I work at home on a computer.
Yep.
So this feels really good to me this morning because we're lifting up our shoulders and just dropping them down.
Turn your palms forward. Just to draw your shoulders back. Look up a little bit.
All right, that feels good on the feet too. Drop down arms, like wicking water right off your hands, pinkies down towards the floor, bending your knees slightly and dropping your shoulders down. It's another really good move to wake your body up and get some of that stress out that might have accumulated during the evening or first thing in the morning. Heart openers. Tapping the body as we come around and as we open our hearts, being grateful for every single thing in our lives, including being able to waking up this early and working out.
One hand on your stomach. Rotate.
What does putting your hand on your stomach do?
Makes it so that you don't whack it with your other arm. Because we're going to move it rather quickly. Now, you ever take something on a string and you kind of swing it around?
Mm-hmm.
First, you have to make a circle but eventually you just have to go up and down.
Yeah.
You want to think of your arm that way. So at first, I make this big circle, but eventually I'm just going up and down. And that will
I'm gonna go
rotate
slow
my
than
arm.
that this morning.
Other way.
Slow circle. So you can do either one. I don't know.
The other arm.
The shoulder or arm rotation does
Other way.
feel good though.
Does it what?
It does feel good. This is what we did with the flow training workout. He does it both at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, hands on the hips.
Yep. Move it or lose it, move. Not moving your body, it's particularly the mobility of your body. And then, yeah. There's lots of different, as we found out yesterday, there's other things that you can do for mobility besides just doing these. So we just do these quick ones because we're just warming up for the kettlebell, but we did some hip mobility moves yesterday that we were taught, and they were difficult.
Yes. If you read the anatomy books, there says there's really two hip flexors, the iliacus and psoas. But the truth is that there's really about 9 muscles that assist in hip flexion. That you can't get to the psoas and iliacus to stretch them out if you don't go through those muscles first. So it's kind of a kind of a puzzle trying to get to the opening
Knee
flexors.
rolls. This just feels good, even if you're not working out with a kettlebell. This is just doing these types of things for 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes in your day. Even just gets you moving before you take a shower, before you get going for your day.
Feet wide, lock your legs, sit your hips back, flat back, reach your fingers down, drag your fingers over, reaching for the sky.
I want to say hallelujah every time I come up. This feels really good.
Other way.
Nice side stretch on this.
And last thing we're going to do, feet about shoulder width apart. Reach your hands up as high as they can now. Lock your elbows. Bring your head forward of your arms. Shift your weight all the way to your left leg and lean to the right. Look up. Look down. Look up. And back to the center. To the other leg. Lean the other way. Look up. And down. And up. And down. To the center.
Ooh, I feel pretty warmed up, although I think I want to do a little bit of head rolls.
Yeah, let's do it.
So just going to gently roll the
Overhead.
head in one direction. And then there's here in the neck area. The neck and the jaw is where I think I pretty much, at least what I'm aware of, hold a lot of stress in that area. And like I was saying, part of the neck issue is the way I sit when I'm on my computer. I have to really be cognizant of sitting up and shoulders back and instead of hunching over. And sometimes I'm busy or I'm concentrating and I don't realize my body has slumped into that position.
That's right.
So,
anyway. The muscle that is affected there that everybody needs to stretch is called the sternocleidomastoid.
My. Sounds like a dinosaur. I just want to say this one thing too. I am on David's Facebook. I'm tagged. Facebook has restricted me from doing any live videos. I can't post on any groups. I can post regular posts on my thing, but I think they're forgetting that I actually pay quite a bit of money in Facebook advertising for my business. I think I'm going to start looking elsewhere for where I can advertise and spend my money on advertising. And I think a lot of people are doing that because they're restricting.
I wonder why.
They're restricting me because of
because of the way you think.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So, yeah. So I'm tagged in David's. I don't know how he's not restricted.
I'm actually a little jealous.
And they let me on Instagram, which they own, so I don't really understand it all. But anywho, we'll go from there. Okay.
It's not about what you believe, as long as it aligns with them.
Right, as long as they agree with
it. All right. 2 hands on your bell.
That's okay. I can spend my money elsewhere.
Seat your shoulders. Drive into the heels and stand. Push your hips forward. Let's do 20 swings to warm up. Here we go. Use your hips going forward. There's 10. And bring it down. Yeah, this is the one I've been working with.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Swing to the rack and press. Long cycle. This is the core exercise.
I'm going to adjust you up because they can't see you. And
one of the core exercises of the curriculum is the long cycle. Lean to the rack and press. All right. Reach down, thumb back. Drive into the heels. Swing the hips forward, bring it to the rack. Press overhead. 1. Change hands. Change hands. That's 5. Change hands again. Last set of 5. Last one. Bring it in. Set it down.
wow, that felt heavy.
It did feel a little bit heavy. David Gross is watching. Good morning, David. Michelle Wyman. Good morning, folks.
I just need to grab some water.
Tim says, Dave knows I'm a mid-morning kind of guy. Well, you need to fix that. All right. We're going to set our kettlebell aside for a moment. Do some of your favorite stuff.
You must be going down to the floor.
Down to the floor. Now, we do a lot of this stuff on the floor because, again, kettlebell is about functional strength. Getting up and down off the floor is one of the most important things as a human body you will need to do. We do it every day, getting up and down out of bed. And if you fall, you must know how to get back up. Okay, so we're going to start. Grab the backs of your knees, tuck your chin, and then you're going to try and curl your back. Now, the goal is to not straighten your back as you roll back. Curl your back and keep it curled as you roll. So,
but she's chasing her tail.
So, rock a little bit so you get a little bit of momentum going back. Good, okay. Now, we're going to take our hands away, your elbows to your knees. Same thing.
A lot more something.
Last one.
This way.
Good. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit more thunking because the back starts to flatten. The hands give you something to help you roll around with. Okay, we're going to go. You can use a small kettlebell.
Okay, Bugs? Bugsy's coughing over here. A little bit of a. Come here, Bugs. Come see. Say hi. Come say hi. This is Bug.
What's with the cough? Oh.
This is Bugaboo. She's usually in her bed watching us, but she decided, what's the matter? She's got something. Go take a drink of water. You okay? You okay? Okay, Mom's gonna work out. Go lay down.
Okay, so you're going to lie back on your back. Kettlebell halfway between your hip and shoulder. You're going to start with it pressed overhead. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do we'll start with just a regular half get up. So whatever hand the kettlebell's in, that knee is bent, other hand at 45, and you're going to press and come up, shoulder, elbow, hand. Now from here, I'm going to keep my arm pressed. I'm going to roll back and come back up to the same position. Here we go. 1.
I'm afraid I'm gonna fall backwards.
And come back. Lie on your back. 2 hands on the kettlebell. Bring it into your chest. Roll and set it down. Now, what were you saying?
I don't like those. I'm afraid I'm gonna fall backwards
You mean
with the kettlebell.
I mean, you're afraid that the kettlebell is going to come back like that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a very important thing to understand. And the way Pavel says it, he says, never contest for space with the kettlebell. If the kettlebell wants to go somewhere and you try to stop it, you're going to hurt yourself. So if I was in the press position and I roll back and that kettlebell starts to go this way, like it's going to hit the floor, I'm going to let it. I'm not going to let go of the kettlebell in this case. I would keep it so that it doesn't bounce back and hit you in the head, because that could cause a severe injury. But if you try to keep it back, if it starts to go and you pull it back into position, that's when you're going to really rip your arm. So if the kettlebell, if you lose control of your kettlebell, which is what would happen for it to go back there, if you start to lose control of your kettlebell, don't do everything you can to put it back into place. Do everything you can not to hurt you or the people near you, but don't contest for space with the kettlebell.
So how do you keep control from seating your arm?
Yes. Keeping control on the kettlebell means keeping your attention on it such that your shoulder is seated, your core is fired. In this case, you're rounding your back. All of the details for all of these exercises must remain. If they suffer, your form will suffer, and you may lose control of the kettlebell. So you must keep your mind on what's happening. If the weight is so heavy that it takes your mind enough away that you start to have problems, go down in weight.
Well, with that move, because we're using momentum to go back, yeah, it was scary to me.
Okay, scary is okay. Wow. Scary means that you are paying attention.
Okay, let's try the other side then. Yes, right?
Yep, definitely. So 2 hands on the bell, get around your head to the other side. And if it is scary enough to where you're apprehensive about doing it, then don't do it. Locked arm, locked elbow, seated shoulder, straight wrist. Knee bent, hand up. Now start with the regular one. You're going to just, no momentum, press into your foot, roll shoulder, elbow, hand. Now, you're going to take that hand away, keep your eye on the bell, roll back, and up. 1, 2, 3. Pull it down, set it down.
I didn't do the wrong.
It's okay. That's absolutely fine. Doing it with momentum makes it easier to do, but it's more difficult to do in terms of its complexity. It's easier to do in terms of moving the weight. So it's one of those things where kind of, if you think about it, it's part of the basic philosophy of the kettlebell. And that is, find a way to make the movement easier. At first, struggling through without momentum with perfect form is the easiest way to move the weight. Pretty soon, though, you realize you can add momentum if your form is spot on. If your form is not spot on, adding the momentum won't help. So as you get more and more confident and comfortable with the movement, add momentum to it. It is possible to add that momentum through almost the entire Turkish geta by keeping it one smooth motion of the kettlebell. It means everything else is scrambling underneath, but the kettlebell is making a slow, steady rise without stopping. Once the weight stops, you can no longer use momentum. You now have to re-establish the momentum and get it moving. Okay, let's come to our knees. So we're going to be in this position here on one knee. Reach this, my left knee is up. I'm going to reach my left hand in the air, lock my right arm, kick my hip over, and look up. Come back up. Now, what's important here is this. just like yesterday. Watch this. I don't bend over here, right? I move my hip across, which lowers me down. So my head gets closer to the floor the further my hip moves over, right? As opposed to keeping my hips where they are and bending my body over. This is where the key to this exercise is. Reach the hand up in the air, look up at the fist. Now think with your butt. Move your butt over. Now raise the kettlebell not by standing up, but by moving your hip back across. It's all here, not here. I don't know. I can't even barely do it here without falling over. You feel the difference?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a very interesting
It is
difference.
a very interesting difference. Okay. Take the kettlebell, use two hands to curl it. Put this hand under your elbow to help you. Press it overhead. Lock the other arm. Look up at the bell. Move the hip across. Set the hand. Bring the hand. Bring yourself back up. Think with the hip. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2 hands. My right knee is up. Under grip with my right hand, over grip with my left.
I'm going to try about the kettlebell first, just to
Sure.
get the gist of it.
Sure, sure. Move the hip, lock the elbow, look up. Lock the arm, look up. Now, move the hip back. Move the hip forward. 1, 2, 3. Fire the tricep hard. 4. 5. Pull it in. Set it there. How'd it feel?
Good.
There's a lot going on. It's a lot to think about. Position of your wrist, elbow, shoulder, core, hip.
And keeping the weight up there, keeping your elbow fired.
Yeah, well, bring it back up. This right there.
Right.
Yeah. It's yeah, that's it actually in the end, firing your arm enough to keep your elbow locked really becomes the hardest piece of it.
Yeah.
Because it kind of goes back to the beginning. Okay, so we are pretty much there. Let's do one last thing. Let's do some swings.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Do 50 swings with a heavy bell.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. 50 swings, folks. 10. 20. 30. 40, 10 more. Nicely done. Doug said to Mango, what's going on? Morning, guy. Whew. Doug's working on getting banned too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, well.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, thank you so much for joining us today. Sending you love, joy, peace, and happiness to all of you who need it today, and some special healing energies to those of you who may be suffering, in the hopes that you find some peace in your day. We really appreciate your support. We hope you're grabbing your kettlebell, working your body, becoming strong warriors on the outside and on the inside. That's what we're here for. Give you a little bit of inspiration and motivation so that you can stay healthy and live a very long life. That's what it's all about, right? Don't forget to go out in your day and help somebody today. Send love to someone today. Maybe make a phone call to someone that you haven't talked to in a while. And we will see you here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. for another kettlebell workout.
It's good. It's good for anybody with a body. So
Right.
if you have a body, or if you know somebody with a body, send them over.
And especially older people like us.
Yeah, we don't know if we can put off aging. We are pretty sure we can put off maturity, though. So
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
there's that.
Enjoy your day.